In today's world, people feel pressured to appear wealthy on social media. It's very common to see people showing off expensive cars, amazing vacations, and luxurious dinners. It may seem like being rich means spending a lot, but is all that luxury really a sign of wealth? The truth is, real wealth is not always loud or flashy. In fact, many extremely wealthy people don't show off their fortune. Being truly rich is not about showing off, but about having money and using it wisely. Today we'll explore why rich people sometimes act like they're not that wealthy. The first reason is that wealthy people understand the value of money. Smart investors who know how to manage finances prefer investments that grow over time. Instead of spending everything to show off, they focus on making decisions that will grow their money in the future. Financial freedom isn't about looking rich. It's about being smart with your money, like investing in stocks, owning part of a business, and diversifying investments. They measure wealth not by what they own, but by their knowledge and how their assets grow. Wealthy people think about money differently than most. And the main difference between people who have a lot of money and those who don't is in their mindset. Look around and see how many people are struggling financially. I can guarantee that many of them have short-term thoughts, like betting on the lottery or spending everything on parties. After all, life is short, right? I don't care about tomorrow. These different ways of thinking are key to understanding why some people become rich while others struggle with financial problems. So how can someone facing financial problems change things and become financially successful? Well, it all starts with changing the way you think about money. It's not just for buying things or paying bills. It's a tool to make even more money. The second reason is a low profile. Some wealthy individuals prefer to maintain a sense of normalcy in their lives, enjoying simple pleasures and everyday activities without the distractions of an extravagant lifestyle. Maintaining a low profile means acting modestly and not trying to show off how much money they have. Imagine this. If you don't draw attention with luxury items, people won't know how you spend your money and won't talk much about it. This allows you to focus on your goals without being bothered by the opinions of others. They generally don't flaunt their money because they understand how hard it is to earn. Instead, they dedicate themselves to increasing their wealth even further. For example, here near where I live, there's a large house with a pool and barbecue area. On weekends, the owner rents it out for 3,000 reais, and every sunny weekend people have parties there. Just from renting it out, the owner can earn 12,000 reais a month. This is one of the reasons why the rich get even richer. It makes it clear who is really winning in this economy now. What makes rich people different from those who aren't so well off is that if you start accumulating wealth, some problems become apparent as soon as you flaunt your money. Your friends and relatives may ask for financial help, and it's not wrong to help them, but sometimes they become very dependent on you. There's also another big reason. Nowadays, there are thieves everywhere. I did some research, and in 2023, 1,000 car thefts were registered per day. And don't forget the false friends who can appear from all sides and are only interested in your money. This makes it difficult to know who really cares about you as a person. Truly wealthy people focus on increasing their wealth discreetly. This is not the easy way out might mean you don't receive many compliments, and your circle of friends might shrink. But those who remain are the true friends. Now you might be wondering why some influencers flaunt their wealth, and it's simply for their brand and marketing. This helps them build an audience, and later they sell courses that make them even richer. Many of them rent luxury cars to make people believe they are wealthy and buy their courses. Unfortunately, this still works today. So be careful what you believe on the internet. Things aren't always what they seem. What if I told you that the difference between staying in debt and building true financial freedom isn't how much you earn, but how you manage your money? Right now, you have access to the complete system, the ebook, Getting Out of Debt Towards Financial Freedom, plus an exclusive step-by-step guide to creating your own financial spreadsheet from scratch. This isn't theory. It's a practical roadmap to organize your life, eliminate debt, and start multiplying your money with clarity. And here's the opportunity. You can get everything today with a 60% discount. If you truly want to change your financial reality, this is your moment. Link in the description and pinned comment. The third reason is that rich people know that looking rich is the fastest way to become poor. They understand that showing off wealth in an obvious way is actually the quickest path to poverty. No matter how much you earn, if you spend all your money, you will eventually have nothing. Even if you earn 50,000 raise per month and spend the same amount, you are just one unexpected event away from being broke. Maintaining an appearance of wealth is not sustainable in the long term. That's why appearing simple is important. It's a sustainable approach. When you live modestly and build your wealth, you are always prepared for life's challenges. In other words, when you look poor, it's very unlikely that you will become poor. The fourth reason is that wealthy people avoid liabilities by appearing poor. One of the problems with trying to look rich is that it usually leads you to acquire liabilities, things that take money out of your pocket. When you choose to look rich, these liabilities weigh you down and make it harder to build wealth. For example, if you want to appear wealthy and buy expensive clothes using a credit card, finance a luxury car, and buy a large house with a 30-year mortgage, all these items become liabilities you must manage. Every time you receive money, a large portion goes toward paying these liabilities. And if something unexpected happens, like losing your job or facing an economic crisis, it may become difficult to cover these expenses. You could even lose your car and house to the bank since they are financed. Wealthy people know that by choosing a simple lifestyle and limiting liabilities, they have more resources to build and acquire assets, such as real estate funds, stocks, or other investments that help grow their wealth. The fifth reason is that the rich live outside the survival cycle by appearing poor. When you're focused on appearing to have a lot of money and spend all your money in liabilities, you end up trapped in a financial survival cycle. That is, you earn money, buy goods, pay for those goods, run out of money, and need to start all over again. The rich understand that regardless of how much you earn, if you follow this lifestyle of trying to appear rich and allocate all your money to liabilities, you will end up trapped in this vicious survival cycle. Let's use the same example of the guy who earns $50,000 a month. His name is Louis. He has a luxury car, a luxury house, and spends all his money to maintain his assets. Imagine he has a brother named Pedro who also earns $50,000 a month. But unlike him, his brother is a simple and humble guy. He has a comfortable house, a paid-off popular car, and rarely spends his money on luxury things because he aims to reach the $3 million invested after some time, maybe 5 or 10 years. Who do you think will still be chasing after paying for his assets? The problem with trying to appear rich is that it leads to seeing money as merely a tool for survival and paying bills, while appearing poor allows you to use money as a means to grow your wealth and prosper. In the relentless pursuit of wealth, there will be many obstacles, and people with a wealthy mindset know that appearing poor will benefit you much more than showing off, since by doing so, you are less of a target for theft. You stay out of the rat race. Only the people who like you will stay close. And if an economic crisis happens or you lose your job, you will have plenty of accumulated money to remain comfortable. And if you've stayed until the end, comment towards 1,000 subscribers. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to change the way you handle money in practice and learn the best method for financial freedom, the link to the ebook plus financial spreadsheet creation guide is in the description with a 60% discount for a limited time. I'll leave it here and see you next time.